What year did you meet Pistol Pete?
That was 93. 1993. There was
You're positive that it was 93 because remember he just did that interview where he said that he was locked up the
92,
entire
93.
90s.
Yeah, 92, 93. One of those.
He said he was locked up the entire 90s. He didn't see the streets at all.
He probably made a mistake. I think he made a mistake. I think he was probably in and out one of them years. And that's the year. That's why I seen him in the Bone Thugs and Fat Joe's video that we did in Miami with Hey Joey, gotta get this money with the sexual healing beat.
Right.
Sexual healing beat. That Joe did it was a Jealous Ones Envy album. And we went out there to Miami, and that's when they picked me up from Caldos. The infamous story about, when I quit my job, they picked me up in Caldos. Right. In the back. Joe says it's Toys R Us. That one. I jumped in a Vantastic. That's vans you used to rent back in the days to go cross country. And I quit my job and, said I went out there with them. That was around 93.
So what did you think of the recent interview he did where people were calling cap on him with the year that he was locked up? Because he was saying, first he said 87 to 2002. Then he said 89 to 2005. And it was all over the place. And even the guy that was interviewing him was like, it doesn't make sense.
He still got the institutionalized sentiment, right? You could tell, so he hasn't grown from that fully. I think he still got the brutal mentality, the brute, they should, you think you're cute, those mannerisms and stuff, we never letting the guy go. And that's his style. That's who he is, So I think that he's not too small when it comes to recollecting time, And you could tell when he's lying, Like, you could tell when he's telling the truth. To me, anyway. So, and then they have a certain type of leader that they follow. And I think they learned very well was Remy, was Pistol Pete, was anybody that comes, through their team, they guarantee to tell you a will of lies.
Well, okay, because even later on in the interview, the interviewer's all asking him again. And he's like, surely you know how many years you did and when you came home. And then he even said,
he was lying.
He even said the math ain't mathing. The way that the interviewer looked, the reaction on his face too, it's he was like, I know you're not telling the truth.
He gave you the belugarisms. He had a belugarism right there. You could tell when he started doing the scratching right there. Yeah, they all got their own mannerisms of,
Why would he lie about something like that though?
To be bigger than what he is. You know what I'm saying? His stories, I guess, didn't cut it when it comes to making big classic stories that you want to be known for. To tell you the truth, I heard another name actually did that story that's known. I'm sorry, I'm over here getting caught up. Yeah, so I didn't know that. Oh, I smell it now. Oh, I'm doing an interview. That's why I'm sorry. So. No, but I wasn't even smelling it now. I smell it now. Yeah, burning, right? Shit. All right. So Pete, I guess one of the stories, you want to be bigger than what he is. So mostly what everybody usually, that's what they allow for. To be, their stories are not good enough in their mind. So they want to tell somebody else's story. But I definitely heard another name that actually did that. Akak Saki. My man and them told me, Blue Boy. I don't know if you heard of Blue Boy, but somebody told me Blue Boy too. Was this that story that Pete told? Was that Blue Boy was the one who did that? Something similar to that. So that's what I heard. And
what story exactly that he told? Which one?
Where he put the flag in the middle of the yard.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he put the flag in the middle of the yard, started stabbing everybody that wasn't Puerto Rican or whatever. I don't know nothing about it, but the streets, somebody told me, they threw that name at me. It's a reliable source. But then again, I'm a business and nothing, I wouldn't know.
Okay, but based on his reputation in the streets and in the Bronx and everything like that, does it live up to the way that he describes the stories? Because, he calls himself the king of Rikers and everything. And I remember when Charlie was alive, Charlie said that, nah, that's not true.
Well, listen, I personally pressed up on him. He could lie all day. When he told the story about me, like I said, he kept it 75% true. And I give him credit. I said, you know what? That's good enough for it. Motherfucker that's over there in the Beluga side, to keep it real like that, he said I chased Steve Lopez, which is true. He said I came up on him with, you know what I'm saying, my guys and surrounded him. It was true. You know what I'm saying? But then he tried to, the only part was the truth. Like he acted like he was, that's me, all my guys and me. You know what I'm saying? He put me in my place to no. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fall back because you know what I'm saying? Whoever's against Joe was against me. He ain't saying none of those things. So he added and embellished the story more because, you know, you got to stay face.
Who
So
was
I
there
give
with
him
you
that.
that time? Was it 326?
No. When I quit Pete?
Yeah.
Nah. Real killing niggas.
Oh, okay. All
And
right.
that's the thing. 326 is not, but other ones.
Gotcha.
Other
Okay.
real ones. You know what I'm saying? My man Tyson was there. GQ was there.
Oh,
No.
GQ.
GQ got locked up. GQ got locked up. GQ was there. That was right after GQ got locked up. But it was a lot of people. A lot of people that was there. And all from jail too. And it's true what he said that one of the guys that was with me knew him from jail. That's after we diffused the situation though. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, nah, you know, I got no problem with you. He ain't got no problem with you. So I was like, all right. Then he was like, oh, don't, you know, I know you from somewhere. That's when my guy started saying, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
so
was
Pete
locked
was
up.
the one that said it first. That like, hey, I know you from
No, my
somewhere.
guy.
Oh, your guy. Okay.
After, you know, we came with all right, that I did, you know, after he said, I got no problem with you, man. I got no problem, you know, me and you cool. And I was like, this, nigga, you rocking with that nigga. That nigga got a problem with me, motherfucker. You backing that nigga up because I already seen them in the social awards. And we already had words.
Right.
I was ready on my shit, like, yo, what's up now? I wasn't trying to jump him, and I was by myself. Like, I was me. Well, I ain't send nobody to get him. I sent myself to go get him. So it's not that then my people was going to get him. I was going to do the job. Nobody else was. And, you know, and I know he's tough. He's tough. His man was in the car. They didn't want to get out. TA told you that. Yeah, he told you that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to tell you, that's how the pressure was. So for him not saying the 100% truth on that story leads me to believe that this one's another 75%. Maybe he was down with the guys that were stabbing people, but he wasn't the main one. I'm saying maybe, I don't know.
But what about his reputation overall on the streets, though? Like, is he really that respected
He's
on
an
that kind of level?
He's extorting. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So he's telling the truth
friendly
about that.
extorting to guys that were out with him. He goes and put the pressure on me, do collections. You know what I'm saying? Set people up. Yeah. He one of those. He never made his whole life about it. You know?
Can you
Catch
give
you
us
with the jokes.
another impression?
What was that dog from? Remember that dog? He used to laugh like this. In the cartoons, I forgot. Boy, you young too. I forgot the Dusty, wasn't he? He's a forgot, was it Bowen? Not Bowen. It's a black and white dog, man, back in the cartoon days. He just had the overbite, the underbite.
Was it a bulldog?
No, it wasn't a bulldog. Like a Dalmatian. I forgot who it was. Dusty, though. He was a dusty dog. The underbite, he go, I forgot it. He looks like Pete.
Yo,
That's what I'm trying to
how you
say.
gonna say that about him, man?
Does he
Yo,
look
come
like?
on.
He gives me the impression of that. He gives me the.
No, but you got to do the impression because people really liked that last time when you did that.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute. I forgot how to do it. I'm not even thinking about Pete. Back then, I was thinking about him because he was talking about me.
Like,
That's hurt. Yeah, but I'm not really thinking about him. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I let it. He said 75%, and that's the truth. I let it go. I don't expect 100. Only for niggas from my side. That's it.